When do you think we can get our freedom? Distinguished, let's go back to your book. Yeah, I saw your book recently. What's the title of that book again?
The title is Common Sense Understanding of the Bible.
Common sense understanding of the Bible, because I know that religious people, Christians, don't need common sense to understand the Bible, but you took it to another version. So can you tell me what inspired you about that book? Because we need to have time to have a book review, but for now, can you really tell us what inspired you about that book?
All right, what inspired me was the fact that while I was still a pastor, while I was still a Christian, the Bible verse that says, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that need not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, inspired me so much that I started studying. I read wide and all that. So I had even encounters while reading and all that. And then I started finding out, instead of growing more in the fairy tales, and becoming better in the fairy tales, I started finding, like you always say, the back door. So I started discovering that what we are even studying, the truth is not even in what we are told. So I started getting extra biblical books and materials. I first found out that there were some books that were not added to the Bible. I went to look for them, the Apocrypha. I started reading them. While reading the Apocrypha, I started reading other secular materials and historical materials. I bought a Bible concordance. I discovered that even hell is not even in the Bible, through even the Bible concordance itself. I discovered that these people, so we don't even know what's in the Bible. So after studying and understanding that, all these stories and all these things that are in the Bible, most of them are not true, I had to, after leaving Christianity, I said, no, I must help as many as want to come out of that pit, or people who are already out, who don't know these things, so that they can use the information to help others to come out. So I had to write all these experiences, what I've understood about the stories, the sources of some of the stories in the Bible, about prosperity, about tithes, about offering, the truth I have come to realize and understand about these things. I have to write it down in a book. Even the history of God, the history of all these things some of these things that happen in the Bible, I have to check the history, where they came from and how they evolved, so that people can have because they tell you that you don't understand the Bible with common sense. The best way to understand the Bible is through common sense.